my dear friends. Today I am going to showing you how to execute your Java program. Let us see the editors for running your Java program is your Notepad or Notepad++. First I am opening my Notepad. First I am clicking on right click, go to the run. I am taking it as a Notepad. So after the Notepad we have to see our software. So after opening your my computer in C drive, I have already installed JDK 1.4. This JDK 1.4 is for our Java execution programming, and in this JDK 1.4 it consists of various folders. So these folders is treated as a package. Okay, so here we have to store our programs. Where we have to store? In bin folder. Okay, so let me explain the program. I have opened my notepad. I have pasted. Okay, so I have pasted this sample program. Clear? Here you are identifying S is capital and here the S is capital. So this is a sample program where I am printing Java is better than C++. To do this, I have to save this file with the name of the class. What is the name of the class? Sample1. So I am copying and I am saving. So where we have to store? In your C drive, you have to check whether you have installed JDK 1.4. Afterwards, bin folder. In bin folder, I have to save the name of the file with class name sample1.java. So afterwards, you have to hit the enter key. Now we want to run this program. To run this program, go to the start button and check the run, and we have to take the command prompt. So command prompt is the editor. Whenever the command prompt editor is you have opened, it will show the default directory, right? We have to log in into our directory. What is our directory? JDK 1.4 in that bin, right? So first I have to change my directory from default directory to the root directory. To change from default directory to the root directory, I have to use cd slash. If I enter cd backslash, it will come to the root directory. Now I have to log in into my directory. What is the name of my directory? JDK 1.4. To log in into this cd. cd stands for change directory. JDK 1.4 slash where my program I have saved in bin folder slash enter. So we have currently logged in C JDK 1.4 slash bin. Okay, so here we want to compile our program. What is the name of our program? Sample1. To compile, we have to use our compiler Java C. Java C is the compiler and name of the program sample1.java. We have to confirm it with Java. Yes. See here it is showing sample1.java cannot read. Okay. It means it has not saved properly. Okay. Sometimes it identifies that software doesn't identify correctly. Okay. So for this we have to identify it's not sample1. Okay. Please observe here. It is a sample1. Here sample1. The name of the file as mistake. Now we want to compile it. Java C mpleone.java. Here you are identifying some mistakes in your file. That is why I have not closed your notepad. Okay. So what is the mistake here? Illegal character. So here it is showing as illegal characters. Clear. I am coming to your notepad and I am removing this double quotation and I am ensuring correct double quotations. Now you are familiar. Okay. So if you made any editing or any corrections, you have to compulsory save it, move to your command prompt and you have to compile it once again. Java C sample1.java. Here also it gives an error, cannot read. Why? See the name of the file I had made a mistake. Okay, So if you press the navigation upper button, it will show the last run. In the last run, we have to select correct file. So if you don't have any errors in your file, it will show a blank. So you are now, otherwise sometimes it will show as a note. Note is not an error. You have made successfully compile. Okay. Now we have to run. Now how to run our file? By using the command java followed by name of the file only. Okay. Here the extension is not required. Got it? Clear? Yes. Let me have the second program. I'm going to explaining you. Okay. Here I am taking summation of two numbers. Okay. Now I am taking new file. I have typing class public add two numbers followed by main method followed by variable declaration and initialization and processing. Okay. Declaration and initialization. Here I am processing. So as we know, this is an assignment method. Okay, I am writing here. Okay, right. So the main name of the program is addition of two numbers. So here the public is a key modifier you can use or it may not be used. It is better to use before the class as a public. Public means this class can be accessed by anybody. Okay, any outer side of a class also. And we have given the name of the class as addition of two numbers, so followed by open curly brace followed by your main method. Your main method is a public static void main string args. In here s should be capital. Afterwards I have initialized int num1. Num1 is the name of the variable as a data type int. I have assigned 5. Num2 is equal to 15. Assigned sum 15, and another variable is sum separated by comma, as you know the guidelines. Now I am processing. What I am processing? Num1 plus num2. In num1 I have stored 5. In num2 I have stored 15. 5 plus 15 20, and I am going to be storing in sum. Now I want to display the output. So to display the output I am using the system.out.println followed by double quotations, right? In the double quotation followed by plus followed by name of the variable. So here the plus is acting as a concatenation operator. By using this concatenation operator you are merging two statements. Okay, you are adding two statements. Now we want to store this file. So once again I am here closing my editor. Okay, command prompt editor. Now I want to save this file. How to save these files? I have to copy the name of the file, go to here, save as. I have to ensure that whether I am in JDK folder or not. In the JDK folder I am in bin folder or not, followed by name of the class dot java, and click here. If already this file is exist, you just click as further replacement. Okay, now this file has been stored in your bin folder. Now I want to run my program. How to run? Go to the run button, command. We have to change our directory by typing cd/. We have to log in into our folder jdk 1.4/bin. Now compile it. Javac add two numbers.java. I do not have any mistakes, right? Clear? Suppose if I change it here, I have make a mistake. Okay, I have not terminated with semicolon. I am saving here. Once again I am hitting the upper key. You just identify here, you are identifying a mistake. What is here? Sheet is showing as semicolon expected, where it is expected here. Okay, so once again I am coming here and I am pressing it. If I miss this comma, what will happen? We will see. Okay, once again I am saving here and I am coming to my command prompt and I am running, compiling. So here it is showing expected. Okay, even if you have made a mistake as a comma, it is also showing as expected only. Clear? Yes. Now I'm rectifying this by using the comma, and once again I'm saving. Okay, I'm coming to my command prompt. Once again I'm compiling. I have compiled. Now I want to run this program. How to run this program? Java, name of the file, name dot add two numbers. Okay, so some of these numbers are empty. So this is your assignment method. Now I want to make the same program as an interactive method. It has to ask, I have to supply. Okay, so if I want to do this program, I am using this site. Here it consists my program. Okay, I will explain. Let me modify here only. File, save as, addition of two numbers, one dot java. I'm making here one. Yes, I have declared. I don't want to initialize. Okay, clear? Clear. Yes. So after the declaration, before, if you are doing an interactive method, please observe here, interactive method. Okay, if you want to do this interactive method, then we have to import some statement, just like as an import java dot io dot star. So this java.io.star is for your input and output. Okay, next we have to define one more header file, import.java.lang, import java.lang dot star indicates wildcard character. Whatever the files exist in this folder will be loaded in your program. Okay, so if you are doing the interactive program, first we have to create an object of input type. Okay, to create object of input type, we are using the following statement. Okay, now let us see. First I have to define the name of the class, data input stream. Okay, I'm mentioning pd equal to new data input stream of system dot in. Okay, yes, if you observe here the data input stream is the input class. For this input class, this db is the name of the object. If you are using the keyword new, means you are creating this object of the class. Okay, are you clear? Data input stream is the name of the input class. For this class you are creating the name of the object as db. Then how you are confirming it? By using the keyword new. New keyword means you are creating the input object. Clear? Yes. So which class you are creating the object? You are creating the object of db input stream. So here the db input stream is a type of system dot in input class. Okay, for this input class of parameters, the object of input has been created. Clear? Yes. Now I have defined my data types. After defining the data type, what I have to do? I have to read a value from the keyboard, right? To read a value from the keyboard, first I have to display one output statement, system.out.println, that is enter num1 values. Okay. Now we want to read the value from the keyboard and initialize in the variable, right? So I am using num1 is equal to read the input, we have to use the input object. What is the name of the input object here? db dot, we have to use a method called read line. Okay, read line, capital of, okay, db dot read line of integer dot parseInt. Okay, db dot read line of, let me see what it will happen first. Okay, and we have to read the value for num2. Once again I am copying the same function and I am pasting here and I am taking it as a num2, and I have to read the value from the keyboard and I have to store in the num2. Okay, yes, now I am processing and I am displaying the value. Clear? Yes. Now I have to save it once again. Let me see whether it works or not. We will see whether we are getting a correct answer or not. So I am once again closing this CMD prompt. How to take the CMD prompt? Go to the right click, run CMD and take it, login into, sorry, log out from the default directory, login into your directory. What is your directory? JDK 1.4 slash bin. Okay, now you compile your program. What is the name of our program? javac add to numbers 1 dot java. You just see here a lot of mistakes we are identifying in our program. Okay, so we have not made some correction. Okay, dot read. What are those two? Here it is showing us lang dot string as missed, lang dot string dot star, as well as db dot readline of system dot in. Here also system dot in. I'll save it, come here and once again compile. Okay, here once again it consists of some errors. db dot read line off. Okay, so here what we have to do is, whatever the value we are reading from the keyboard is string. Okay, now we want to convert into integer. For this we have to convert by using the statement parse int integer dot parseInt, sorry, integer dot parseInt of db dot read line. Okay, so this is the statement. Let me check whether it is right or wrong. Integer dot parseInt db dot read line means whatever you are reading the value from the keyboard, it is treated as a string. Okay, but we are declared it as an integer, so we have to convert into integer. So this is a conversion function. Okay, yes, let me check once again by compiling whether it works or not. Okay, yes, compile. If you observe here, it has reduced one error, right? So I had made only correction in this line. Now I want to read the another line, right? So I'm copying the same here and pasting here. Okay, now I'm storing. I'm coming here, compiling. Okay, Is there any errors? Yes, another errors are there. Java.io.io exceptions. Whenever you are getting these kinds of an exception, we have to use exception statements. Throws IO exception. Okay, so save it. I am saving here. I am coming to your compiler. Once again I am compiling. Now you see there is no mistake. Clear? Are you catching all these points? Okay, now I have to run my program. How to run my program? Java add two numbers 1, right? Whether Java is required, not required. Now see, it is asking for the value 15, enter number 20. 15 plus 20, 35. Clear? Got it? Yes. Now let me see. I will make a little modifications. I am placing these statements in comments. Okay. If you don't use these header files, what will happen? You will identify here. Okay. Now I want to compile by hitting the upper key. Let first clear the screen. CLS. Now compile. Here it is showing. If you are not using these header files, then it will show errors. Okay. What are the errors you are identifying? Throws IO exception is an error. Cannot find symbols. Class IO exceptions. Okay. Here also some data input stream it is not identifying. All these are the errors because the information related to these classes have written in these header files. Okay. So that is the importance of these header files. Okay. Yes, now I am saving here. Okay, I am coming here, compiling. There is no error and running. Java C program name 1.java Java program name 1. Okay, now it will ask 20 35. Clear? Yes. Is there any doubts in this execution? Kindly ask me. Clear? Welcome my dear students. Already in the last class we have seen some example related to the Java program. Now I am going to be explaining some sample program related to the Java. Okay, for this first I will set size is 22. Now I am going to explaining assignment method of calculation of simple interest program. As we know what is the simple interest formula. Now I am starting with directly writing the code. Import java.io.star. This is the package. Afterwards import java.lang.string. Whenever you are writing the string should be capital dot star, and next you are writing the class. We are doing the program as a simple. I am giving the SI because SI indicates a simple interest. Okay, and next afterwards open curly brace and public static void main. This is the main method. In the string also you have to write args of afterwards you have to write throws. If any kind of exception is arises, you have to write IO exception. IOE should be in capital letter. Afterwards you are writing this open curly brace. Now we want to declare. Whenever you are doing the simple interest, it is better to define in float or integer data type. So we know what we have to define. P stands for principal amount, T stands for time, R stands for rate of interest, and what we have to calculate simple interest. For that I am giving the SI variables. Okay, as this is the declaration of variable. Now we want to store the value. So for storing the value, I am giving 10,000 dot 00 f. F indicates it is a floating point. T I am giving it as a 1 year, and rate of interest is 5.5. okay, I am giving it is a 5.5%. and now we want to calculate the simple interest. So how to calculate? By typing the formula, that is within bracket, or it is better always to keep in parenthesis p into t into r within a bracket by 100.00. better to take it is in 100.00 because you are calculating in the float. And next you are displaying the value. How to display the output? Println. Whenever you are writing the system.out.println, yes should be capital. Now I am displaying the principal amount is equal to double quotation plus t. okay, next in the I am copying the same thing. Instead of typing, I am copying and pasting here the rate of interest. I'm typing as rate of interest is here, or right, and once again I'm pasting here. I'm doing it as a time is, so we have given in the time t, and next I'm placing simple interest is where the result is exist. Simple interest is here. I'm typing as SI, right? So afterwards what we have to do? We have to close open curly brace and close the main method and close the class. Now how to save this file? Go to the save and choose the C drive. In your C drive you have to confirm whether it is exist your JDK file or not. It is not having, so I'm copying this JDK file first I'm minimizing here, I'm opening here, and I'm having that software in my drive, and I will copy. Praveen, it is a software, it is not exist. Let me check. No, where it is. Okay, let me see here. New folder, where is new folder? Yes, new folder 4GB, and editor is not there. Editors editor is not exist. Oh, we have to see here only. Here, let me see here. It is not there. And I'm saying yes, in the editors I'm having JDK 1.4 folder. Okay, I'm copying and I'm placing here in C drive. Once it is copied, yes, once it is copied, we confirmed that our folder is exist. Now I'm moving to the notepad and I'm going to save this file. Where we have to save? In C drive, JDK 1.4 bin, and we have to give class name. What is the class name? si dot java. Okay, yes. Afterwards we have to take the command prompt. How to take the command prompt? Go to the start menu, run, and cmd. If you take the cmd, yes, whether it is visible, yes, yeah, it is visible, right? If it is not visible, just I am editing the properties here. I take it as a large. Is there any changes? No. Edit properties. Here the terminal I will make layout. I will increase Let me try to increase. This is the width, this is the height, and font should be some 36. Okay, now it is visible, right? Clear? Yes, now it is visible. If it let me make it as a 36 is enough. Now it is visible, right? Yes. Now we want to compile this program where we have stored this. Before compiling that, we have to log in into our directory. So we have to exit from the default directory. Then how to exit from the default directory? By typing the cd/. Now we have to log in into our root, our jdk directory, jdk 1.4/bin. Yes, now you have to compile. How to compile? Javac program name. What is the program name? si.java. Yes. Is there any errors? Yes, the two errors are exist. What is that? Found double. Okay. So possible loss of precision is exist here. For this, what we have to do? We have to place 100 in double quotation within a parenthesis. Now make it, and once again come here, press the upper arrow, once again compile. So it is showing the same thing. So for this, this is some operator. Yes, what is this? Required float. Okay, here also see 5.5 f. You have to particularly mention. Sometimes your editor will ask, it has to mention it as it has to mention as with f. Okay, now I'm coming down. I'm once again clear the screen. Now compiling once again. Let me check. Now it is having only one error, right? Found double required float. Why it is showing as a double? We have not defined the double, right? So if we don't want to lose, I will come here. Just let me make it as an 100 only. Okay, let me check what it will happen. I saved, and I am once again compiling. Is there any error now? No, right? Yes. So likewise you can identify what is the error. Now I am compiling. I compiled. Now I am running Java SI. So if I run, it is showing our principal amount, rate of interest, time, and simple interest is. Okay, this is your first program of assignment method. I am doing the same program as interaction method. I am going to be saving as si1.java. okay, si1.java. now I have to make si1. Now it is the same thing. Now before storing this, what we have to do? We have to create the input object. Then how to create the input object? By using the statement data input stream db. db or your name also you can give. So if you are using the new means, you are creating input object. Okay, you are creating an object of type system.in. okay, input. For input class, you are creating the object of input class. Afterwards, what you have to do? You have to declare the variables. Now what you have to do? You have to read the value. Then you are defined here, it is a float, right? So then how to do that? P is equal to, now we have to write db dot read line of. If you are reading like this, you are reading the value as a string, but we have declared the p as float. So how to take this? Float dot parse float. So f should be capital. Please observe here, float dot parse float. Okay, parse float of db dot read line. If you read like this, then you are forcefully converting the string into float. In the same sense, I am doing for time, rate of interest, and okay, I'm copying and I'm pasting. So semicolon means it is a terminator p we are reading for the T, we are reading for the R, right? Afterwards in the processing and we are displaying the result. Now let me check whether it is worked or not. Okay, now I'm already opened my command prompt, compiling javac si1.java. Is there any error? Please observe, if you get the note means it is not an error. Okay, for example, if I show you, if I don't write this conversion, then we will definitely get an error. Please observe here, I am modified in my program and once again I am running my program, so I am getting one error. What is that? dv.readline. So you have defined required float. Got it? Yes. So if you declare the variable as a type, you have to read the value of type only, otherwise it will give an error. Okay, float dot parse float. Yes, now save this file and once again go there. Before that, let me modify this. I want to ask system.out.println enter principal amount. Yes, so afterwards you are reading the value. Okay, now it has to ask. I am copying and pasting the same thing. I will modify here. So here enter time, and here once again I'm copying and pasting. Here what we have to give? Enter rate of interest. Okay, rate of interest. Afterwards you are processing and the results are same. Now I am saving this file and coming back here. Once again I am compiling. Is there any mistake? No. If you observe the note, means it is not a mistake. Okay, clear? Yes. Is there any error? No, right. So please observe here, it is not having note, means it is not having any mistakes. Okay, yes. Now we have to run our program. Then how to run our program? Java si1. If you observe here, it is asking principal amount. I am entering 10,000 and time 2, rate of interest 6. So we are seeing here the result. Okay, likewise you can execute this. Hope you have understand this concept, and you can try for assignment method and so it is not an assignment method, it is an interactive method, right? Interactive method for let me see one more example for calculating assignment method to calculate calculate your marks and total and average. Okay, now what we have to do? First we have to write this statement compulsory go dot star. Afterwards import java dot lang dot string dot star, and now we have to write class. It is grade. We have to calculate the grade, so for that I am giving the grade, and public static void main is compulsory and for string aux. Okay, it is a main method. For this main method we have to use, sometimes it may throws an exception, so to catch that exception we have to use the throws keyword, throws io exception. So while writing, please observe what are the letters you have to write for the capital and what are the letters you have to write the small. Okay, now we have to declare the variables. For this I will declare int m1 comma m2 comma m3. Enough? Yes. Total and float not as a grade, it is average, right? Average, I will give average. Float average, that's enough. Now I'm assigning values to m1. Please observe here, I have made a mistake here. Yes, now it is m1 is equal to, I'm giving it as a 75. It has to be terminate. M2 it is equal to 85. Terminate m3, it is a 75. Terminate with a semicolon. Now we have to calculate the total. Then what is the formula? m1 plus m2 plus m3. Now we want to calculate the average. Then how to calculate the average? Total by number of subject. Yes. Afterwards we have to display, right? System dot out dot println m1 marks 1 is equal to double quotation plus m1, and I'm copying the same thing. Instead of typing, I'm copying and coming here, pasting. Yes, 2 3 and 4. Okay, here I'm making it as a m2, here also m2, here I'm making m3, it is also m3, and I'm here making it as a total, and here it is also total, and here it is the average, and I'm making it as a average. Okay, afterwards what we have to do, we have to close, open how many open braces you have opened, you have to save. Then we have to save this, we have to save this file in JDK 1.4 in that bin. So how to save this? By using the class name. What is the class name? Average avg.java. Okay, now we will move to the command prompt and clear the screen by using the CLS. We have to compile javac avg.java. Now in my program now I do not have any error. Now directly I am running avg. Okay, so 75 235, average is 78.0. okay, so this is an assignment method. Let me do the interactive method for this. So for that I am doing interactive method, so I am giving it as a average 1, save as avg1.java. okay, yes. Now first what we have to do, we have to declare input object, declare and create, data input stream db is equal to new data input stream of system.in. okay, now we have declared, we have to read the value. Then how to do that? So please observe here what kind of data type you are using, we have to read that. Then how to do that? Integer dot parse int of db dot read line. okay, yes. Now you can read it. okay, I'm copying this and I'm pasting here, okay. Afterwards you are processing and you are displaying the same thing. Clear? Yes, we are reading only the integer value, we are not reading any float values. okay, yes. Afterwards I'm saving and moving to the our path, and I'm compiling javac. Now what is the name of a program? avg1.java. is there any mistake? Yes, here it is having one mistake. What is that? Data input stream. See, please observe here, I should be capital, I made a I as a small. okay, so whenever you are typing, we have to know, we have to identify the mistakes also. Now once again I'm coming and pressing the upper arrow, I'm getting the last executed command. Now I do not have any mistake. If you are getting note, means it is not a mistake. okay, now I'm running my program java avg1. It is not asking. Why? Because we have not entered any. okay, so for this what we have to do is I'm little modifying. I'm typing system.out.println. I have to give one output statement, enter marks 1. like that you have to give an interaction. okay, 2 here marks 3. okay, marks 2 marks 3. yes. Now I modified, I am saving I'm coming and compiling Java C avg1.java. Once again you have to compile and you have to run Java. If you are making any modification in your source code, you have to do that. Now it is asking, right, 75, 85, 95. Yes, now it is displaying the result. Likewise, you can create an interactive program. Hope you have understand this concept, and we will meet in the next class.